All right, guys, we are back with the Edison Format Finals at Epik Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Chad on the left playing Gladiator Beast versus Ryanide on the right playing Lightsworn. This tournament was 3 rounds of Swiss, cut the top 8. I believe both these guys went X1 in Swiss. I don't know who Chad lost to. I know I beat Ryan round 2. And this is Chad's first time in the finals, so we'll see if he can get GBs, another win. I think only Javi and JC have won with GBs on the channel. Now, lately, I've been keeping track of the amount of wins for the year, not total. So Ryanide currently has 4 wins this year, which I think is 4th. It's tied for 4th. So it looks like Ryan summons Gareth, sets a background, passes to Chad. Let's see how this matchup goes. He starts off by summoning Sam Knight, special summon Test Tiger, activate Test Tiger's effect, tribute itself, tag out the Sam Knight for what, Murmillo here? Probably Murmillo. Yeah, Murmillo pop the... So this is a matchup I'm actually curious about because GBs are like on the rise. They won an Ultimate Time Wizard, won an RBT. The deck's doing well, and Lightsworn is a deck that I always like. It's a deck that I always expect. Like you can't like at Ultimate Time, at least in real life events, you always run into Lightsworn. Like I always see Lightsworn players at like at Orlando, at Rhode Island. It didn't matter. I think because people just love Lightsworn, so you should always be like prepared for that deck. Now, it might not be worth it to dedicate like a hard side card for it, but it's a deck that you should be expecting. All right, so here comes Trap Dust Shoots. So Ryan's hand is Cool Wave, Cyber Dragon, Honest, Beckoning, Mirror Force. Yeah, Ryan likes Cyber Dragon in the main deck, which I don't think is that. I think it's pretty solid in Lightsworn. It's not a bad tech. You can get it back with Beckoning if you need it against a random machine deck. It's good with Honest. Doesn't take up your normal summon. And helps you deal with like problem cards like Hamsters, Raikos, Shura, Sirocco. Yeah, I like it. I see the reasoning for it. Good against GBs. Okay, so he sent back the Honest, not the Cyber Dragon. Why? Okay, so he had D Prison. See, there should maybe so Mirror Force Chain Book. Should Chad have sent back the Cyber? I think Chad should have sent back the Cyber Dragon instead. What does Honest do? Unless if you're afraid of getting an... Yeah, I think he should have sent back the Cyber Dragon, and then maybe it's kind of obvious that he has something to stop the Cyber Dragon. But what do you do if you're Ryan there? Just not attack? Yeah, I've been put in that situation many times against GBs where you're kind of like, should I attack here? But then you leave them. But then GBs is so tricky because if you leave a GB monster up, then you open yourself up to Geyseris. Okay, Cold Wave. Oh, he's going to chain Compulse to the Cold Wave. Summon Honest, attack for 11. Pass. Oh, he didn't bounce back to Honest. Well, you know he has Murmillo, right? So you don't want him to attack and tag out with Murmillo, but he drew into a quest. So Ryan's going to take 500. So we're at 75 to 69. Tag out. There's nothing for you to grab back, so probably Radiari. Because what you know his last card is Beckoning, right? Or did he just get Laquari here? I think Chad's winning. He's way ahead. Yeah, Laquari seems good. You have Laquari, Murmillo, a back row. All he has, I believe, is Beckoning Light. Yep, pass. All right, let's see if Ryan can get out of this one. He's got Beckoning. What did he just draw? Arcus. Yep, not looking good for our boy Ryan. I guess you could summon Arcus, set the Beckoning, end phase mill 2. Could have set Arcus too. Yeah. But he's gonna run it over with Laquari anyway. Yeah, it don't matter. Ryan's in big trouble. I don't see how he wins this game. Alright, summon Murmillo, attack for 9. And then 800, so 17. And then tag out. You can go Bestiari, pop the Beckoning, if he remembers that it's Beckoning. Okay, ready Ari, target the JD. Yeah, because he doesn't want him to Beckoning back the JD. And now, I guess you just pass. You could Bestiari pop the back row too if you want. Just leave him with no cards. It depends on what his back row is, but maybe he wants to Laquari up. Maybe his back row is a Chariot. Yeah, maybe his back row is a Chariot. That's why he didn't want to tag out for Bestiari. Because you could tag out for Bestiari and leave him with no cards, but... Compulse in the main deck from Chad. All right, here comes the Beckoning. Lets it go. Discards JD. Grab back Jane. So Jane... What do you... Oh, he had a bottomless. Okay, so Ryan picks up his card. So Chad, 1 win away from getting his first win on the channel. I don't know about this matchup. From what people have told me, because I've never... The other day, I streamed... Like last weekend, and I played Lightsworn for like the first time. I don't think I've ever played Lightsworn in Edison format. Just not a deck I've ever gravitated towards. So here he comes. Ready Ari into Test Tiger. Murmillo again. Yep, Murmillo pop the Jane, attack for 800. Now what do you do here? Do you tag out for Ready Ari, or do you get the big Laquari up? So yep, I like this one. I like this move. Maybe I'll try GBs. See, that's people have been wanting me to play different decks. It's harder in real life to get the decks, but you know, on DB I can play whatever I want. I have played GBs online though before. I remember I was testing the deck, and I didn't like it. Even one of my friends at Locals finally switched. He Obani. Some of you guys may remember. He's the one that had the SpongeBob sleeves. He finally switched decks, and he's kind of like, yeah, I don't want to play GBs anymore. Here it comes. Oh, is he going to Solemn? Oh, no, he has... he's probably thinking about compulsing his Laquari. Charge, mill Jane, recharge Necrogarna. But I think he milled his second Jane, so he can't run over the Laquari. He's probably planning a trade with the Jane and the Laquari. Unless if he's on 3. Maybe he sides a third one for the GB matchup. I know some decks... Like, if you struggle against GBs, like, it's your worst matches, some people, like, actually side for it. Like, me playing Bayu or Blackwing or Hero Beat, I don't really, like, think about GBs like that, where, like, I'm gonna side specific cards to beat them. Like a third Jane. Oh, okay, he's gonna Honest. Okay, that's not bad. You could have gone Garoth, though, but I guess you want to mill, right? You could have gone Garoth, and then he can't run over your... But I get you want to mill. But if you grab Garoth here, you won't mill, and his Laquari can't run it over. Because Jane only gains the boost when it attacks a monster. So you milled your MST, you milled your Trap Stun, so now you got this Ancient Forest card. Your Heavy's gone, MST's gone, but you have Lila, so... And Celestia and JD. So this card's not that big of... Is that card worth it against Lightsworn? I'm gonna say no. They just have so many outs to it. 59. Come on, Ryan. Where's the... I wonder what Ryan sides out in this matchup. I'm gonna guess he sides out at least one Celestia. Plus, what's GB? Starlight Road may come in. Yeah, he's got JD. Maybe he's debating on should I slam down this JD or just poke him for 18. You've got Beckoning. So he doesn't attack, just chose to... Oh, but now he can Beckoning and get back to second JD. Did he just draw Celestia? All right, let's see how this one plays out. Are you afraid of Road? You could go Celestia, pop 1, and then drop the JD. Does he have 4 names? I don't even know if he has 4 names. Okay, let's see. Is the summon good? Oh no, Chad. Oh no, and he gets double wolf. All right, now let's see if Ryan's gonna play around Starlight Road. So he does go for both. No. Oh man. You might not even have to drop those JDs. This is probably just game. 21, 42. Yeah, not. Yeah, Chad should have waited for him to target. Oh no, Chad. All right, so 17 and set one, and then oh yeah, he's in big trouble. I don't think he can win. Yeah, he just concedes. So game 3. Will Ryan pull off the Legacy 2-0 or Chad get his first win? Now, who am I rooting for here? I'm gonna root for Chad. Ryan's already won a bunch. I think he has the 3rd most wins all time on the channel. Yeah, he surpassed it. It was a pretty close race between like Ryan, Donnell, and John. I still have it saved on my phone, the amount of wins all time. I just don't put it on the videos anymore. But Ryan has the 3rd most wins. And he's won a lot with Lightsworn also. He was kind of hot. Like the past couple months, there just been streaks. There was like a streak where Ryan made like 5 straight finals with this Lightsworn deck. And he won, I think, 3 out of 2. Or sorry, 3 out of 5. Or common sworn, because I think every card in Ryan's deck is common. So he mills Honest and Recharge. Okay. Oh, he's got the other Honest in his hand. So let's see. How will this play out? Summon Laquari. Flip Hoplamus. Attack with Laquari. Damage calculation. Honest. And let's see. Does he have a War Chariot? No War Chariot, so he's going to take 12. Pass. Oh no, Chad should have kept that Hoplamus in defense mode in case he had Honest. Here comes Recharge. Solemn. Oh, you took the light. Oh yeah, 34. This is always so risky. I'm not saying I've never done it. I've definitely done it in the past. But you got to be able to do something. Like you have to be able to apply pressure on them before they draw out of it. And sometimes I've lost games before. I've won and lost games for making that play. So it just depends on your hand. Oh, he milled his Oppressions, his Book of Moon. So 2K to 8K. Activate Ancient Forest. Oh, yeah, switches the Arcus to attack mode. So summon Laquari, attack the Arcus. Checking for Necrogarna. So he lets it go. So he takes 600. So, yeah, I think he has to tag out, right? Otherwise, his GB is going to get popped. So, tag out for a quest. Murmillo. So, choose Murmillo. Get rid of the Jane. 2,000 to 74. Yeah, I don't know about that Ancient Forest card. I think it's a good card in some matchups. I don't know if it's good in this matchup, though. Maybe not in this matchup. Again, I don't know. I've never played GBs. I'm not a GB player or a Lightsworn player, so what do you guys let me know in the comments? What do you think? Is Ancient Forest worth it against Lightsworn? Me just look from the outside looking in, it just didn't seem to do much against them. They just have too many outs. Celestia, Lila, Raiko, JD. But I could be wrong. Someone let me know in the comments because I don't know. I think during the live streams, I'm going to start playing decks that I don't normally play. Because at locals, I play mostly Vayu. I like to stick with one deck at locals for a while. And then switch after I get bored. All right, so it looks like Ryan sets. Yeah, I don't even know this card. See, everyone has to read this card because we just don't know what it does. Can Chad draw Bestiari or Prisma? Oh, there's the Bestiari. Geyseris, oof. Not looking good for our hero, Ryanide. I know Ryan's known as the machine player on the channel, but him and Lynch, he switched to he played Hero Frog and then switched to Lightsworn. But at least in redo format, he's back on machine. If you guys are watching the redo videos, redo surprisingly doing pretty well, better than I expected. I guess people like that era. All right, so he tags out the Geyseris. Now, he could go for Herc, but if you don't have a War Chariot, Herc's not that. Like, Herc's good with a Chariot. So, Laquari, Darius. I guess you still could go Herc. So, Laquari, yeah, you'd have to fuse all three to make Herc. Or you could, so he chose to leave them up. So he's got Wabaku. Is that JD live? You just got to slam down the JD. Hope he's got nothing. Maybe that's what Ryan's debating. I mean, he's got double JD in his hand. So if he has enough names. Now, should Chad... See, this is one thing where you'd have to go and see how many names are in there. Could he have... Because he could have ready Ari'd him. And maybe give him... Okay, so he summons Lila, bottomless. Slam down the JD. Oh, okay, yeah, this was a small error on his part. He should have risked him nailing the bottomless. Yep. Should have risked him not nailing the bottomless. Yeah, if he bottomlesses, let's say 50-50, here's the Wabaku, slams down JD, you bottomless it, then he slams down the second one and you lose, but you're gonna take that L every time. Anyways, congrats to Ryan. Gets his 5th win in 2025 on the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out the members only area if you guys want extra videos per week. I'm uploading like extra 2 to 3 videos. A lot of DB replays, me trying out different decks, stuff like that. And also, if you're interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product, I have a coupon code for 5% off at Epik Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, one word, all caps. And those links are there in the description. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.